This is our team, the BRAINIACS.
We are here to present our communication skill project.
Our presentation is on a TEDx talk, Power of Decision Making by Benedikt Ahlfeld.
We are students of IT branch, first sem. My name is Bimal Kumar Tiwari.
I am Surya.
I am Mahima.
My name is Nitesh Kumar.
I am Anjaneya Kumar.
I am Deepak.
Along with our teammate Sambhav.
We would like to thank our institute, NIT Raipur, and our professor, Dr. Anoop Kumar Tiwari Sir, for providing us this golden learning opportunity.
We would like to present our gratitude to all the staff members, including the faculty, security personnel, for their cooperation throughout the process.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about a force that shapes our lives in ways we often underestimate. The power of decision making. If you were to ask me, what force has the greatest influence on us? What resonates the most with our souls? I would answer, is the choices you make. Just think about it. Besides being born, the power of decision making is the greatest gift we possess. You are not the product of your genes or your education. You are the result of your decisions. As Dwight D. Eisenhower once said, the history of free men is never written by chance, but by choice, their choice. Life is in many ways the series of decisions. Success too is often the result of series of well-considered choices. But let's delve deeper. Have you ever made a decision that brought genuine happiness into your life? Raise your hands, everybody. I want to see. Yeah, I can see most of the hands. Some hands are yet not raised. Either you are asleep or I feel sorry about you. Now, who among us has made a decision that led to a financial gain? Raise your hands, everybody. Some of you, and that's a testament to the economic power of decision making. It's not uncommon to hear the stories of individuals who transform their financial situations through a single choice. But let's not forget that decisions can also lead to the financial losses. Many of us has faced this too. Sometimes a decision might seem promising, but it doesn't pan out as expected. The key is to learn from these experiences and make better decisions in your plans in the near future. Shifting the gears to relationship. Have you ever made a decision to rekindle a past relationship, a former one, that you would rather forget? Be honest, everybody. Yeah, I can see the most. It happens to the best of us. Relationships are complex. Sometimes nostalgia can cloud our judgment. And then there are those current relationships that might not be working as we would have hoped. Deciding what to do in such situation can be agonizing. But remember, even making the decisions to address a troubled relationship is a step in the right direction. And then, you see, it's not always easy to make decisions. In fact, we make thousands of them every day. Most of them quickly and unconsciously. It's the significant life decisions that often weigh on our minds. The ones we sometimes put off until that last possible moment. As I stand here today, I don't have all the answers to the complexities of their decision making. None of us do. What I do is that I know our lives are shaped by the choices we make, both big and small. And while some decisions may lead us down to the unexpected paths, they also provide us the opportunity to grow, learn, and do self-development and explore our own selves by self-discovery.
Alright folks, you are not alone in this struggle. The phenomenon we are talking about is called procrastination. Most likely, if you have adjourned a big decision or even a small one out of 3 decision traps might be the reason holding you back from taking action. In this talk, I am going to delve into how you can prevent falling into these decision traps. But let's kick things off by taking a closer look at our brains. Think about it for a moment. Your brain is like a toolbox, a powerful instrument, but most people don't really know how to use it effectively. Evolution has prepared us for over 4 million years, and yet, what do most people do with their brains? They spend their time watching mindless TV shows or celebrity gossips all day long. It's a sad truth, but it's true. So, what we need to do is take responsibility for our own brains. And here is a critical point to remember: making no decision is still a decision. When you don't decide, you are essentially allowing someone else or circumstances to make the decision for you. Over the past decade, I have had the privilege of working closely with top decision makers, learning from their experience and gaining insights into their decision making process. Today, I had like to share some of these insights with you. So, what sets these top decision makers apart? First and foremost, they have a deep understanding of who they are, what they want, and how to achieve it. They set their own standards and make decisions based on their own values. They are self-determined individuals who don't let external influences sway them easily. Secondly, they have their self-management in order, especially when it comes to their emotions. I am not suggesting that those individuals are emotionless robots. Instead, they excel in managing their emotional states effectively, ensuring that their emotions don't cloud their judgment. Now, let's talk about decision making itself. Top decision makers not only make decisions, but more importantly, they implement those decisions in their daily lives and businesses. This is not about promises or grandiose plans. It's about advocating for your convictions and standing by what you believe is right. Allow me to share a powerful example from history. Not too long ago, in Nazi Germany, when Adolf Hitler, the Führer, appeared at a public event, everyone was legally required to salute him. Yet, in the midst of his tyranny, there was a man named Gustav V. God. He chose not to salute Hitler, even though it was mandatory. The point here is that making decisions, especially when they go against the grain, requires courage and conviction. Gustav V. God's decision was not just an act of defense. It was a testament to his unwavering beliefs and values. So, as we navigate the complexities of decision making, in our own lives, let us draw inspiration from those who have gone here and who have shown that even in the face of adversity, our choices can be a beacon of light and hope. My friends, decision making is both in an art and a science. It's about knowing who you are, managing your emotions, and having the courage to follow through on your convictions. As we continue on this journey of understanding the power of decisions, let us remember that each choice we make shapes our destiny and the world around us. Embrace the power of choice, for it is the driving force behind our individual and collective evolution.
Thank you for staying with me through this exploration of decision making. As we journey deeper into the world of choices, let's now dive into the 3 decision traps that often hinder our ability to make effective decisions. The first decision trap we have encountered is what I like to call the monster choice dilemma. It is the overwhelming stimulus overflow that comes from being confronted with a plethora of options. Think about the last time you went shopping and you ended up buying more than you initially planned. This is a common phenomenon caused by an irrational buying decisions, a result of too many choices. And it is not just in shopping, it is in every aspect of our lives. The younger generation, for instance, often struggles with career decision because they have a world of possibilities at their feet. The monster choice dilemma can paralyze the decision making process. The second decision trap is the stress we face in our fast-paced, high-performance world. Whether it is in business, daily life, family, or education, the pressure to excel and perform at a high level is unrelenting. This constant stress can hinder our ability to make clear and rational decisions. The third decision trap is perfectionism, a concept that Stephen Covey touched upon in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Perfectionism, while often viewed as a positive trait, can become a trap. It can prevent us from making decisions because we fear making mistakes or falling short of an ideal standard. But fear not. Just as we have identified these traps, we can also overcome them. In the next part of our journey, we will explore practical strategies for mitigating the effects of these traps on your decision-making process. We will delve into techniques for managing the monster choice dilemma, dealing with stress, and finding a healthy balance between striving for excellence and embracing imperfection. As we move forward, keep in mind that decision making is a skill that can be honed and perfected. It is not about making the right decision every time, but rather about making decisions that align with your values and goals even in the face of distress. Self-determination, as we have discussed, is the freedom to choose, and it is a privilege that not everyone enjoys. Gustav Vigot, who stood up against Hitler's tyranny, unfortunately did not have that freedom. He paid the price for his decision by being imprisoned. It serves a stark reminder of the consequence that some face when they dare to make choices that go against the status quo. Today we find ourselves in a world where there is an overwhelming abundance of options. It is the opposite of what Gustav said. In our consumer society, we are embroidered with choices, often more than we can possess.
Stephen Covey's wisdom about perfectionism is something we should all take to heart. He rightly pointed out that perfectionism often becomes a barrier to action. So, what do top decision makers do differently in the face of these challenges? Firstly, they don't chase after perfection. Instead, when they believe they have around 80% of the necessary information to make a decision, they take decisively. They don't waste hours, days, weeks, or months waiting for the else last 20% of information to appear. If they have 80% confidence in their decision, they move forward with it. Now, let's delve into the second decision plan. Reverting to old habits under stress. This is common human tendency, and it might not seem like a big problem initially. However, when you consider that these old habits may no longer be factored in new situation, it becomes a significant issue. Habit developed through conditioning. When faced with a particular situation, for the first time, you make a decision and respond accordingly. If the situation repeats itself, your decision becomes habits. You no longer need to consciously think about it. It becomes automatic. This can be beneficial as long as the habit is functional. However, if you find yourself in changing conditions or a new environment, your old habits may not work anymore. In such cases, you need to make a new decision. This is where the challenges arises, becomes under stress. We often revert to our old familiar habits, even if they are no longer suitable. Before we explore how to change these habits, let's understand what happens to the brain under stress conditions. But before we dive into that, I would like to invite you all to taste something related to your brain. Interlace your finger. Interlace your finger and observe which thumb naturally rests on top. Whether it's the left or the right. It's a simple test that can reveal something interesting about habits and preference we each have. As we continue to explore the intricacies of decision making, it's essential to acknowledge that our habits and reactions can either support or hinder our progress. The key is to recognize when it's time to break old patterns, make confident decisions, and embrace changes opportunity for growth and improvement.
Now, let's continue our exploration into habits and how they affect the decision making. You have just experienced a simple example of how habits work by switching the thumbs on the top. You felt awkward because you were stepping out of your comfort zones. Habits are essentially the actions we do repeatedly until they become automatic, like the way you tie your shoes or brush your teeth. According to behavioral economics, it takes quite some time to change existing habits or build the new ones, roughly around 66 days. For instance, imagine you want to establish the habit of drinking water just after you wake up in the morning, a simple and a healthy practice. It's not a complex task, but still it requires consistency. Changing habits or making new decisions is often uncomfortable because it means stepping out of your comfort zones. Speaking of comfort zones, let's now discuss the impact of stress on the decision making. Stress can significantly influence our choices, particularly when it comes to important decisions. Emotions play a sustainable role in the decision making process, and stress can amplify its effect. So, what happens to our brain under stress? In center of your brain, you have amygdala, which you can think of as a watchdog. Its job is to process incoming information and decide whether it's potential threat. When you are relaxed and everything is going smoothly, the amygdala processes this information and sends it to the frontal cortex, where rational, calm, and well thought out decisions are made. However, under stress, things change. The stress hormone cortisol floods your brain, causing the amygdala to become hyperactive. It goes into overdrive, constantly scanning for potential dangers. As a result, it can hijack your decision making process, causing you to react emotionally rather than rationally. So, in essence, stress can push you out of your comfort zones, and when it does, your brain is more likely to rely on emotional responses rather than careful deliberation. This is why big, difficult decisions can feel so much of overwhelming and challenging the small, simple choices, even though intellectually they are just decisions. Understanding how stress affects your decision making process is a crucial because it allows you to develop strategies to manage stress effectively. It enables you to navigate those big decisions with more clarity and composure, reducing the likelihood of making emotionally driven choices. As we delve deeper into the fascinating world of decision making, remember that self-awareness is the key. Recognizing your habits, understanding the role of stress, and acknowledging the impact of emotions, you can empower you
to make more intentional and strategic choices in your both personal and professional life. The journey of mastering decision making is an ongoing one. It's a journey of self-discovery, self-improvement and personal growth. By learning to recognize and navigate the decision traps we encounter and by developing strategies to manage stress and emotionally effectively, you can become a confident and a successful decision maker. So keep exploring, keep learning and keep making those choices that lead you towards a future filled with fulfillment and achievement.
Now, let's continue our exploration of the brain under stress. We left off with the amygdala, often referred to as the brain's watchdog, and its role in processing information during stressful situations. Under normal, not stressful conditions, the amygdala processes information and sends it to the prefrontal cortex, where rational decisions are made. However, when stress enters the picture, a cascade of events unfolds. The stress hormone cortisol surges, causing the amygdala to become hyperactive. It's as if the amygdala is a diva on a stage, reacting intensely to the situation. But here is the key. Amygdala's intention is to help you. It's trying to protect you from the potential dangers. Much like our ancestors who needed to escape from real physical threats like saber-toothed tigers. The stress response in this context was a lifesaver. It prompted a quick escape and saved lives. Today, however, our stress triggers are often more complex, don't require a fight or a flight response. It can be triggered by workplace pressures, tight deadlines, or even an unexpected challenge from your boss, as mentioned earlier. The amygdala still responds with the same escape reflex, which can hinder our decision making, especially when faced with complex or unfamiliar tasks. So, how do top decision makers cope with this? They train their brains by leaving their comfort zones. They intentionally push themselves out of their comfort zones, much like switching the thumb on top in the previous exercise. By constantly engaging a new and challenging experience, they build resilience to stress. This approach helps them remain calm and composed when faced with high pressure situations. They are less likely to be overwhelmed, and they can tap into their prefrontal cortex to make sound decisions even when the stakes are high. In a sense, it's about developing the skill of leaving the comfort zone voluntarily. By doing so, you build mental flexibility and adaptability, which are invaluable assets in today's fast-paced world. As we wrap up this discussion on decision making and stress, remember that stress is a part of life. It's how we respond to it that matters. By understanding the brain's response to stress, training ourselves to leave our comfort zones, and building resilience, we can become more effective decision makers even when faced with daunting challenges. Decision making is a multifaceted process influenced by our habits, stress responses, and emotions. It's not just about making choices, it's about making informed and thoughtful choices. By learning to navigate those complexities of decision making, we can enhance our personal and professional lives and lead ourselves to a future fulfilled with success and fulfillment. So keep pushing your boundaries, keep learning, and keep making those decisions that shape your destiny. Now, let's continue our exploration of the brain under stress. We left off with the amygdala, often referred to as the brain's watchdog, and its role in processing information during stressful situations. Under normal, non-stressful conditions, the amygdala process information and sends it to the prefrontal cortex, where rational and considered decisions are made. However, when stress enters the picture, a cascade of events unfolds. The stress hormone cortisol surges, causing the amygdala to become hyperactive. It's as if the amygdala is a diva on stage, reacting intensely to the situation. But here is the key. Amygdala's intention is to help you. It's trying to protect you from potential dangers, much like our ancestors who needed to escape from real physical threats like saber-toothed tigers. The stress response in this context was a life cell. It prompted a quick escape and saved lives. Today, however, our stress triggers are often more complex and don't require a fight or flight response. It can be triggered by workplace pressures, tight deadlines, or even an unexpected challenge from your boss, as mentioned earlier.
Constant changing their habit and looking for the new ways to explore. And let's face it, a little bit crazy about it. But they always want to perform better and improve their own habits. So how do they do it? Ashley and the Navy says. Do it as well, Navy says. They have to make good decisions, even if somebody shooting at them. That's what you should do actually. Train your brain. But good news is, you don't have to be shoot at all, right? You can do it. Just try out new stuff, new things, yeah, even small. But constant change in your habit keep the brain alert and the cortisols. Think of the cortisols as a nature's built-in alarm system in your body, mainly stress hormone. It works with a certain part of the brain to control your mood, motivation, and fear. Your hypothalamus, pituitary gland, both located in your brain, can sense if your blood contains the right level of cortisol. If the level is too low, your brain adjusts the amount of hormone it makes. Your adrenal glands pick up this signal. Then they fine-tune the amount of cortisols they release. Cortisol receptors, which are in the most cell in your body, receive and use the hormone in different ways. Your need will differ from day to day. For instance, when your body is in a high alert, cortisols can alter or shut down functions that get in the way. This might include your digestive or reproductive system, your immune system, or even your growth process. Cortisol cell level rises even in everyday situations just because they are new out of control comfort zone and your brain gets used to the higher cortisol level. So just try out new hobbies, try new things, and your brain learns to make great decisions regardless of your high cortisol level. That's how to do it. That's all right now. To sum that up, for you guys, the first track, we have the stimulus overflow. Too many possibilities, too many chances, and too many choices. You don't know what to study. If you don't know what project to start, narrow it down to the maximum of 7 chunks of the information that the talent wants the Bob stock can cope up with. Everything above 7 is not good. So to make great decision, narrow it. Prioritize, summarize to the top 7 chunks of the information. Second, the permanent stress. We just talk about that the no stable to trigger involved, except maybe mental concern. I don't know, but the permanent stress, how to cope up with, get your own emotional state. Management. Train your brain under the stress by constantly leaving comfort zone. And the third trap was to perfectionism. Top decision makers, if they feel confident, they have about 80% of information necessary to make the decision. They just do it. And if there are plot problems or error on the way, they fix them. On the way, but they start implementing and they take actions. To end my talk here, I have a message from her for you goes live. You did not decide to be born, but actually you can decide if your life is of significance. So make your decision. I wish you a great success. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My experience regarding the communication skills team project was quite amazing. The first thing that I learned here was that how different skill sets and qualities among different team members can promote to a better successful result. Like in our team, we were 7 members and everyone was having a certain skill set in them. Like some were good at editing, some were good at script writing, some were good at handling the camera, some were good at public speaking, and they even guided us. That helped a lot. Now, the next thing that I learned is how to work with the people of different mindsets and different ideologies. Like in our team, we had many members, so there was always a discussion being held. But then I realized that with certain flexibility in mind, we can achieve success together. That's it. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, myself Deepak. It was great experience while making video. I have seen that teamwork and team spirit is most important for success, and my team members have cooperated me and supported me a lot. I would like to thank Dr. Anoop Kumar Tiwari Sir for giving me this opportunity.
Hello everyone, myself Bimal Kumar Sinha. It was a very memorable and learning experience for me. While making this video, I learned a lot, like teamwork, representing myself, and got to know so many important things about our topic, the decision making process. I would like to thank Dr. Anoop Kumar Tiwari Sir for giving this opportunity.
Hi everyone, I am Surya from the team BRAINIACS. I am here to share my experience on my communication skills project. At first, I was too much worried about this project, whether I could handle this or not, because I have a lot of stage fear. And that too, I haven't done any projects like this before. But with my team members' support, I have boosted up my confidence and completed this project as better as I could. While doing this project, I had great time with my team members.
Hello everyone, I am Anjaneya Kumar from the team BRAINIACS. I am here to share my experience on my communication skill project. At first, I am very faltered to do this project work because I have stage fear and I haven't done this type of project work before. But with my team member support, I have believed myself to do this project. I have done this project very well than I expected. Finally, I am very happy because I have great moments with my team members by doing this project.
My experience was very good during the recording of this video. I would like to thank Dr. Anoop Kumar Tiwari Sir for providing us the communication skill lab in the time we demanded. Sir, and the security person who arranged the lab in the respective times. And I would also like to thank my team members and the coordinators who helped very much in this recording and helped me in every step where I was wrong. These types of projects are very helpful because they enhance our public speaking skills and also the communication skill and reduces the stage fear. So thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Nitesh. Through this assignment, I learned that to copy or mimic someone or to adopt someone's body language or accent is too hard. I have a little stage fear, and this assignment helped me to gain confidence. I learned teamwork, how to work with a team, how to deal with the people, how to manage your time with the people. You will get many opportunities to learn something from your teammates. I would like to express My gratitude toward the security personnel because they extend our time of the respective venue so that the completion of the video should be done. All the arrangements like to arrange tripod, shooting stand, laptops and further requirements are done by my friends and I am thankful for that. Thank you.